Hey everyone, and thanks for checking out another video. We're back in Toledo, Ohio once more to check out a cargo ship unloading. If you watch my videos, this ship probably looks familiar to you. It's the Northern Venture, and I followed it up the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland earlier this summer. You can click here to check out that video. I'll talk a little bit about the ship and where it's unloading, but mostly we'll just watch. The Northern Venture was built in 1998 and rebuilt in 2023. It's 503 feet, or 155 meters in length, and 72 feet or 22 meters wide. It's capable of carrying 12,500 tons in its 4 cargo holds. Its single engine puts out 8,100 horsepower. We're seeing it unload at the Mondelez International Facility on the Maumee River just south of Lake Erie. My guess is it's delivering corn, but maybe wheat as well. Mondelez is a big-time snack food corporation. The McKeel-owned River-class vessel features a 260-foot or 80-meter boom. For the most part, we'll just be looking at the ship. I do find them fascinating. Here we see the boom once more. In the background, though, you can actually see the Cleveland Cliffs 457-foot, or nearly 140-meter furnace reactor tower. I've got a series of videos in the works showing how iron ore is delivered by cargo ship, moved by rail car to a steel mill, and then showing how the taconite pellets are loaded into the blast furnace. It will then finish up by showing where those products are sent for final production. This view shows us how the cargo is guided into position. With these lighter loads, I've noticed a chain of buckets seems to be the go-to to avoid spilling or letting the wind carry the cargo away. Now we get a close-up look at where the cargo is loaded onto shore. It gets dropped into that container, and then a conveyor belt at the bottom of the assembly whisks it away. We can barely see the corn right before it's dropped into the chute. I'm guessing most newer ships have their boom covered like this so that they can prevent lighter cargoes from being blown away. Would that be a factor in a ship not being able to take a load of grain if it didn't have a protected boom conveyor? I'm not sure, but it looks like this is where the winches for the mooring cables are controlled. I say that because from what I can see, the controls look pretty simplistic with just levers, and the position would give a good sightline to the bollards the cables are tied onto. Let me know if I'm right, or if you know what these controls are actually used for. Here's a quick look at the bridge. I feel like these newer ships just don't have the same character compared to the older vessels. What do you think of these modern boxy designs? As I previously mentioned in the first video, the Northern Venture has a unique loading system. There are no hatches on the deck like a traditional ship design. Much like how it unloads into that single spot, when it's being loaded, the cargo is directed into one of 2 load points. Conveyor belts then spread it throughout the cargo holds. This shot shows us the secondary loading point in the lower center of your screen and the primary location on the right edge. We also see the conveyor belt routing of the grain facility. Here's a look at how that secondary ship loading point works. This conveyor belt carries whatever the cargo is to that main point under the hatch, and then it's distributed within the cargo holds underneath. I'm not sure why the ship needs a secondary one, but maybe some facilities are limited with where they're able to position their unloading equipment or something. If you know more, I'd love to hear about it. This is the self-unloader that brings the cargo up and onto the boom. It works by having 2 conveyor belts smush the cargo together as they bring it up. It's a pretty ingenious system if you ask me. You can also see the booms controlled by what looks like a hydraulic piston to raise and lower it. Well, that about does it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do love recording these massive ships. There are some more beauty shots if you want to keep watching. I'd love to hear if you have a favorite ship or any other stories about ship watching. And if you have any recommendations on where I should head next, I'm always up for suggestions. And if you liked the video, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really does help. Well, until our next trip, I hope you have a great day.